Hey, what is going on, guys? Andrew in the Money Options back with another video. Today is November 22nd, 2024. It is a Friday, guys, so happy Friday. I hope you all are having a good day so far. As you guys can see, we got NVDA pulled up, and the pre-market is down about 47 cents, down about 0.3%. Currently sitting at 146.20. They initially had a big drop when the market initially opened, down to close to $2, and then now it looks like they're starting to rebound and come back up. Yesterday, guys, NVIDIA actually had earnings. I apologize. NVIDIA actually had earnings 2 days ago. They had earnings, and it was an IV crush. It was an IV crush. Whoever bought calls lost money. Whoever bought puts lost money. I feel like the institutions were like playing with it because they knew that there was so much anticipation and hype behind NVIDIA's name, especially this stock being the best performing stock within the past 3 years. So they were playing with it for earnings, the institutions, and then they basically IV crushed the contract, so whoever bought calls lost or puts. So it's pretty much break even on the week, down about 21 cents, nothing major. They actually had a nice smooth recovery though, because they were down $8, down 5.6% on the past week, November 18th, rebounded themselves back up to 147s, started testing these other support levels, and it did in fact hit a higher low. So we hit a low here around 138 and another low here at 141. It is indicating signs of bullish momentum. Now, again, guys, this is not financial advice. I am potentially looking at calls on NVIDIA above 149 a share. We have to be patient. As far as the options contracts, I am potentially looking at next week's calls, and I am looking at the $150 calls. Now, this is, in fact, after the earnings, so the IV is only 40%. When in fact before it was 177% from IV because of the earnings. Now it's about 40%. That's a good strategy to go to, guys, as well, especially for Apple and Amazon's earnings. After those earnings, the IV on either side usually tends to come all the way down and drop. So for instance, for this NVIDIA call, which I had on the watch list, it was at a 177% IV before the earnings. Now it's sitting at a 40% IV, which is not bad at all. That's typically the normal range for NVIDIA. We can already see 141,000 contracts traded in volume, which is insane. A 57,000 open interest, and the theta is quite low, 0.22. I mean, I wouldn't say it's quite low, but it's decent low, right? So we're looking at calls above 149, and that's not financial advice. And if it breaks above 149, we're going to go one strike price above and get the 150 calls. Keep your eyes on NVIDIA, guys. After that, we have Apple, which looks like it just popped green in the pre-market, up about 40 cents. On the week, they're up about $1.38. Nice chop to the upside. For the past month has been a smooth recovery. If you guys noticed that on October 29th, coming into November, Apple was at $2.33 a share. They came all the way down to 2.21s. And it looks like ever since then, ever since November actually started to hit. Matter of fact, ever since November actually hit, the month of November, we've been starting to see a steady uptrend coming up. So Apple has rebounded from its lows till now, up about $9, I would say. About $8. So it's looking like very bullish because if you guys can see, on the past 3 months, Apple did hit a bottom here at 216. And it looks like they hit another bottom at 222. So as long as we don't break below 222 a share, we could see some bullish signs of momentum and continue on going to the upside. For Apple, I am looking at calls on Apple above $230 a share. That is a key level of resistance. So if we break above that, we might see an instant rejection. But if we break and hold and continue with another leg to the upside, we could potentially break to 232.5s or potentially 235s. And for Apple, we're also looking at puts below 222. Again, this is not financial advice, but keep your eyes on these levels for Apple stock. Microsoft, down about 52 cents pre-market. A little bit of fluctuations when the market actually opened. They had to sell here to the downside. Down about 3% on the past week, down $13. Past month, guys, if you didn't know, Microsoft had a big drop on October 31st. They dropped very, very hard. This is due to earnings. It looks like they recovered. And it looks like they're starting to come down. This is looking very bearish, I'm going to be honest. And I am favoring Microsoft to continue on coming down to the downside. Now, I am looking at puts on Microsoft below $406.50 a share. Again, this is not financial advice, but keep your eyes on that level. That's a level of support. But if we break below that support, we could see some more blood to the downside. taking a look at Amazon. Amazon is down about 18 cents pre-market. Past week, they were consolidating here around 200 to 203/$4 a share. And it looks like just yesterday they had a big leg to the downside, a big sellage. So they've actually dropped below $200 a share. If you guys were following with me in my previous videos last week or even earlier this week, I gave you guys call or puts on Amazon below $200 a share, which is not financial advice. And if you did take puts below $200 a share, you're $2 in the money. So comment down below, guys, if you played Amazon puts below $200 a share. I'm curious to see. Google down about $1.21 with a big sell yesterday. Google really sold off yesterday very, very hard. They completely got rejected. I didn't really see this coming too, because they looked very bullish from November 15th coming into the November 20th. For those couple of days trading, we actually started to trade to the higher upside. And then just yesterday they got slammed. So it looks like it found a little bit of support here at 164.64, but I am looking at puts on Google below 164 flat a share. Not financial advice. Keep your eyes on that. And again, there is previous support levels on Google around 162.50s a share. So keep your eyes on that. Meta Platforms down about $3 in the pre-market session. Looks like they recovered very, very smoothly in a way, because they did drop about 5% earlier this week, 4.5%. They rebounded where they were only down about 1%. Yesterday they got hit, rebounded a little bit more, but it looks like it's starting to see some more sales to the downside. Now, I am looking at puts on Meta below $556 a share. This is, again, not financial advice. Meta has been one of the best performing stocks all year, and we're starting to see it kind of start to form a mountaintop pattern where it's coming down to the downside. And remember, everything that's good, everything that's going well in the stock market will always have some healthy pullbacks, right? So just because you see a stock going up so much, it doesn't mean it's going to always go up. Again, institutions/sharks will take profits. Always keep that in mind, and make sure you guys play it safe. Tesla up about 81 cents pre-market. Look at Tesla here, guys. I want to really talk about Tesla for a second. It's so bullish. It really is. A lot of people are looking at puts, and I think puts might not be a safe idea until we see an initial breakout either to either side, upside or downside. Now, Tesla is fluctuating around $340 a share to $342 a share, right? It found support here. It's not moving. It's just staying stable, stagnant, right? So I believe that, again, this is not financial advice, that Tesla will continue on breaking to the upside. I'm looking at calls on Tesla above $350 a share. This might not hit today. This might not hit in next week, or it might hit next week in a couple days, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. We don't know. But I am looking at Tesla calls above $350 a share. That was its previous high in the past 3 months. So keep your eyes on that level. That could really bank. Tesla above 350 can easily hit 355 to 360, because once it breaks above that resistance zone, all these buy orders are going to get filled. It's just like the trailing buy orders, and then they start getting filled for institutions wise, right? Now, the earnings sheet. This was the earnings sheet for this week, guys. I do want to say, because we're full transparent investors/traders, we missed on Walmart and we missed on Target. As far as NVDA, we hit it because we said it was an IV crush for safety reasons, and it worked. Snowflake was the best hit this week. Snowflake calls ran, I think it was 2,000%. I saw a contract for Snowflake go from $300 to $1,600 overnight because Snowflake was up 22%. I'm going to get another earnings sheet for next week, but this week was an absolutely phenomenal week, and I'm curious to see what companies are reporting earnings next week, and I'm very excited. Now, taking a look at SPY here on a daily chart, we can see, just like we actually talked about, SPY was looking very bullish here on this specific candle here on the 20th of November. You can see that SPY came down. It was here, right? It came all the way down. It opened up at 590, came all the way down to 584s, and it rebounded itself all the way back up in the green. That is a bullish hammer candle. It's showing very bullish signs of momentum. And yesterday, we ended the day up $3.17. Comment down below, guys, if you played SPY calls. And I am potentially looking at calls on SPY above this resistance zone, which is 595.25s. Again, this is not financial advice. Make sure you play it safe, and comment down below which plays you're looking at. If you haven't already, make sure you guys go down, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you also haven't already. First link in the description, go ahead and sign up for Robinhood. Get yourself a free stock. Second link in the description, go ahead and sign up for Webull. Get yourself up to 75 fractional shares. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Anything you want to talk about, earnings plays, what you guys made money off of, what's your position, comment them all down below. Other than that, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.